Peace, love, and blessings to each and every one of you. Welcome and welcome back to He Said, She Said, both sides of the conversation. My name is Sheronda L. Barksdale, and I am your life empowerment coach over at my business called Authentically Your Expressions, where I'm helping you live your most authentic life. And here is the most wonderful, most hilarious, the most friendly neighborhood Libra, Mr. DA. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Everybody, how y'all doing? I got something in
Yeah,
my eyeball. That's probably why my eye red.
probably. So,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I am. It's been another weird week. A lot of things have been happening fast paced, but
Yeah,
I am one. I'm thankful that I'm here. Two, thankful that I, like the old people used to say, I'm in my right mind. I'm in my right mind. And
right.
thankful that I got a supporting cast. I'm not even gonna front like my family, my friends, my frat. Hey, if it wasn't for them, a lot of times, shit,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll be one of them winos at the grocery store talking, hey man, hey young blood, give me a couple of dollars. Let me get a couple of dollars. What you
All right.
mean you ain't got no change?
Look, all of us are 1 foot away
Man,
from that. Okay,
yeah,
so yeah.
yeah, so
But you
I'm
said it.
telling you,
You said what I've been feeling. It's been a strange. It's
yes,
not bad. It's just
it's
busy.
weird.
It's just really weird and really, really, really depressing. Pressing forward has felt
Yeah,
different this particular year for me
yeah.
altogether than ever before.
Yes.
I mean, I
It's
feel myself growing through it all, but it's still, I
yeah.
don't know, slower
It's
pace probably than I would like, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Even though I'm grinding.
Totally understand. Totally. You hear me? Totally. Totally.
Hmm.
But before we get started, we gotta do the mission statement. Now.
Yes.
Our mission here at He Said, She Said, both sides of the conversation is to empower you to discover your true self through what? Diverse perspectives on
Yes.
what? Variety of topics.
Yes. That's
There
what
we
we
go.
do. That's what we do.
To
That's
put
what
it
we
in
do.
layman's terms, we give you a different point of view to make you think.
Yes. Make you reconsider some of those things you've done, want to do, and make
Mm-hmm.
sure you're doing it to the fullest you. And not
Yes.
because somebody else said do it, not because
Yep.
it seems like society
The
wants you to
cool
do it.
thing to do.
No,
Yep.
you show up for
Is it
you.
really you? Is that really you trying to bust the windows out that man car?
Don't bust the windows out by car, y'all. Please don't bust the
I just
windows.
had that. I heard that song on the way from
That's
work.
my song. I love that
Yeah.
song. But yeah,
Hmm.
as y'all come into the room, make sure you comment, click like, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you'll know when we're live.
Yeah.
And yeah, at the bottom of the screen, all this whole hour that we're with you, we have
Yes.
our YouTube channel and we have an email. If there's a
Yes. Yes.
conversation you would like for us to have, if you're going through any specific situations you want us to talk about it live, go ahead and email us and we'll check you out. Yeah.
Word. Beep, 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 beep.
So, yes, today's conversation, we're going to be talking about finding steady ground. And wasn't
Mm.
that nice what we was talking about and going into this conversation
Yeah, I
for
was about to say that. Ain't that coincidence? Almost like we planned it.
today? Hmm. But yeah, coping mechanisms for hard times. Yeah,
Yeah. And not just hard times, just coping mechanisms to recharge.
yes.
Because times might be not hard, just might be draining.
Mm-hmm.
And so you might need to recharge like a battery. We all are batteries. I don't want to sound like I'm in the matrix, but we are all beings of energy. And
Yes,
sometimes we need to recharge.
absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
That's a big thing for me, especially as a life coach. When you work with so many different energies and you're talking to so many different people, it can be draining. And it's not an
Mhm.
intentional somebody pulling energy from you, but
Right.
you're giving your knowledge, you're supporting people in certain spaces, you're trying to be there for anyone you can. And
Yep.
that's exhausting. And many of us have jobs that were in some form of help. And especially when you work in the mental health field as well, as we continue to honor Suicide Awareness Month, when you're helping other people, it can be exhausting sometimes. So you have to make sure you're doing those things to take care of you and know how to cope during those difficult burnout moments because it happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does. It does. And when we say burnout, excuse me,
Mhm.
that doesn't mean you about to go psycho or
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer or nothing like that. It just
Mhm.
means your mental capacity is
Mhm.
maxed out.
Max.
It's
Bandwidth.
like you feel
None.
like a
Mhm.
dam with that last drop of water about to burst.
Mhm.
That's what we
Mhm.
mean.
Mhm. I've been there. I've had to say to people, my bandwidth cannot. It cannot.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
not right now. And had to do what I had to do to pour back into myself. And that's something we're supposed to do in every day anyway. You have to find ways to make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking those moments to sit in a tub and relax, or take that long, hot, steamy shower, or
Yes.
read a book, or whatever
Yes.
that looks like for you.
Yes.
That's pouring back into yourself, just pausing and stepping away from the rest of the
Yep.
responsibilities, the rest of the world, and focusing on thyself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah.
Yeah. So before we go any
Hmm.
further, we need to define
Hmm.
what hard times are
Yeah,
because everybody's hard time is not the same.
just
Like somebody could take a whole bunch and still keep on trucking. Some people, the butterfly could pass away outside and it's
mhm.
the end of the world.
It's the end of the world.
So when we say hard times, it's things that bother you, that
Mhm.
trigger you, that trigger your fight or flight, that trigger
Yes.
that maladaptive coping mechanism sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. We're not putting everybody in the same box.
Yes.
I just want to make that clear
Yes.
because I hate I hate being put in a box.
Yeah. And everybody's triggers look different. For some
Mm-hmm.
people, it's financial. I know for me, 9 times out of 10, that's where it's probably going to come from. If there's
Yep.
a financial crisis, I'm going to be feeling a high level of stress at that time. Or it could be
Mm-hmm.
loss, or it could be uncertainty. It could be anything. Because I'm like that too. I have a little level of control issues. And if I'm feeling uncertain or unclear about how I'm going to get something done, man,
Yep.
it stresses me out. And so therefore I have to learn, okay, step back from the situation. How are we going to cope with these feelings? You may not be able to be in control, but what can you do to make sure you're okay? Yeah.
Yep. That's basically what the definition of hard time. Like
Yeah.
it's not we we tend to, as a society, tend to put our definition on other
On
folks,
others. Yes.
and that's not what it is. As you can see, like with what's going on in the world right now, definitions are getting thrown around left and right.
Yes. Yeah. And we're being mindful to not promote this as toxic positivity. Sometimes people will make you just feel like you have to smile all the time. Everything. If you feel bad, then there's something wrong with you. If you're feeling stressed, then something's wrong with you. And we're not about to do that to y'all. We're not about to make y'all feel like there's something wrong anytime you're going through stuff.
You better
No, it doesn't
you
have to
better
be.
hush your mouth.
Right. You say it to certain people, well, that means you don't trust God. You must not trust God. Be like, because I feel stressed.
I love when they say that. You must don't trust God. You realize God was stressed out at the time too, right? Remember, he flipped over a table. That sounds pretty stressed to me.
Sounds stressed to me. Because y'all
I'm
was
just
getting on his
saying.
last nerve.
Just angry, everything. I'm just saying. So that's saying he got emotions. I'm just saying.
Just saying. You see, just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Because for one of my things I teach as life coach is affirmations. And I've
Mm,
had people talk about how they don't like them because it feels like a form of toxic positivity. But it's not that. It's a shift. It's trying to shift teaching your brain, rewiring, reframing whatever you're going through in that particular moment so that you can have a different experience with it.
I'm
Here you go.
yeah, I'm about to go down the rabbit hole.
Let's go.
I wonder where did the term toxic positivity come from? Because it's like I look at it when you say toxic, it's like something that's bad.
Hmm.
When did positivity become bad? Um,
Because there's a form of it, like what we were just talking about. People trying to making folks feel like they have to feel good all the time. Like you have to be positive to a point where people feel guilty anytime they have any other emotion, even though these
mm,
emotions are natural and they're normal.
that might be obsessive. Cause like that's yeah,
Especially, like I
that's
said, my biggest experience has been in the church. So anytime you're going through something, somehow, some way you ain't prayed. Well, you just need to pray. Who said I didn't?
I kind of sort of agree with you on that, but it wasn't toxic positivity.
Mhm.
It was it was what's the word I'm looking for? It was basically cherishing suffering. Like you
Ooh,
got awarded for suffering. If you was happy and joyful and go lucky, something was wrong with you. You
wow.
yeah, something was wrong with you. And it's interesting when I used to go to church and folks would give a testimony about how they overcame something.
Yeah, yeah,
And you hear thank you, Lord. But as soon as somebody get up there, y'all need to pray for me. I'm such and
yeah.
such. The church just tear up. And I'm just like,
Wow, wow.
this person just overcame something that they've been struggling, and y'all gave them a golf clap.
See,
But this person here is
coming to the
is
altar.
yeah,
Where you supposed to bring the burdens. Where
yeah.
you supposed
And
to lay
y'all
the burdens.
y'all tear the church down. I'm just like, shouldn't it be both ways? Like, shouldn't you celebrate that person who overcame just the same way as you trying to bring this or pray for this person?
Yeah,
Because they both struggling with something.
exactly.
One just a little further ahead than the other
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
But anyway,
yeah. So part of what I want us to talk about today is this normalizing the
yes,
feelings, normalizing
yes.
grief. Because
Mm,
grief is a big one for me because after I lost my husband, people immediately, first day, well, at least you have great memories to hold on
true.
to.
But
True, but I want him back now. It's like I haven't even, it was the same day. I haven't even fully processed what just happened.
I understand that.
And you're already telling me how to cope with it. Let
How
me
to
feel.
how to hurry up and get over it.
But people tend to want to see people hurry up, fix it, feel better. They want something different for you, mostly so that they don't have to feel sad. They don't want to feel sad for
They
you.
don't want to struggle. Yeah.
Yeah. What you think?
Their empathy makes them uncomfortable. Their empathy for you makes them uncomfortable because it's
Yes.
probably something that they still are struggling with.
Struggling with
Or
themselves. Hmm.
one thing I noticed when my grandfather passed and I came back to work, there was a lot of people like, "Well, I'm glad you back at work, but why you in all black?" I'm like, "Bitch, I'm mourning. What the fuck?" Like,
The
okay,
color I'm wearing.
yeah, like, why you don't smile no more?
Oh my God.
But I think, like I said, it's them being uncomfortable with dealing with facing that emotion
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have to face it.
Exactly.
Everybody's gonna have to deal with it, and some people are not ready to deal with it. Like, let's keep it 100. Some people are not ready, so that's why they're trying to hurry up and get you
Yes.
situated so they don't have to.
So they don't have to.
Yeah, or they'll start to distance themselves, talking about, "Oh,
Mhm.
let me give you space."
See, yes, that. And it's more about their own feelings. And I mean, if that's
Yeah,
what you have to do, so be it. But don't make people feel bad for what they need to process through.
exactly.
Grief is
Exactly.
normal. Like I said, we're normalizing some of these emotions before we can even get to how to cope with them. You need to know that they're normal. Grief is a normal part of loss, and it doesn't
Mhm.
have to be like death. It's also
Anything
a
relationship
relationship, the end of a relationship,
in the
losing
job,
a job. Yeah.
yeah,
See,
financial situation. Shit, I cried when I had to get rid of my car. I cried
see,
like a baby.
me too. I would have to. I would have to.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Mhm.
it's grief, and then also too, people don't understand the levels of grief.
Yes.
That's the other thing too, because if we really break down grief encompasses every emotion that a person goes through.
Every.
Like you have joy, you have sadness, you have anger, you have denial, you have acceptance, you have
Mhm.
what is it, bargaining, you
Yep.
have
And then they're not linear.
yeah.
They're not linear.
They're not. Oh, it's 6 months. He about to start. He about to
Right.
start the anger. Oh,
Mm,
no, it's not like that.
mm-mm.
Oh,
I,
he'll
I
he'll be
know people
happy.
who are 15 years in and still bargaining.
Yeah, he'll be happy in 2 weeks. Nah, I don't work like that.
Mm-mm. No time period, and it's not linear. You don't move from one step to the next stage to the next stage. You could bounce through the stages. I thought I had gotten past anger, and about a year later, I got angry again.
Hmm. Yeah, you could be going and start over,
It starts over.
all over. Yeah,
Yes,
be
depending
like
on.
what's the
Mhm.
name from Good Times? Psst, damn, damn.
Flow.
It happens like that.
It does. It does. And even
So,
when I think of something like stress as as one of the triggers for people to learn to cope
mm,
with, people will see that as a negative experience. No one wants to feel stress, but the body is equipped with stress hormones. Like we were born onto the earth with them in our body. So if we're that stressed, if that's what we're dealing with, clearly it can be normalized. We could say, okay, I identify it now. How can I cope with it?
what's interesting to me is more people know about the bad stress, the stress versus the good stress, and it's wild because
There's
I'm
good stress.
I train people, right,
Mhm.
personal trainer on different weights and stuff like that. I know I don't look like it right now, but anyway, um, and so when I'm telling like I'm trying to stress your body out, I'm trying to do this. Well, won't that make me sad? What? Nah, I said there's a such thing as positive stress.
Yes. Hmm.
How can it be stressful if it's positive? How you think human beings have survived all these years?
All these. That's where evolution comes from.
Yeah. How
That's
you
where
think a
survival
diamond
comes
is
from.
made?
Hmm.
How you like stress?
Yes.
And they're like, oh, for real? Like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Read a book, yeah. But I don't say the read a book part. I'm just saying. I just yeah. It's like yeah, that's how it is. Like good,
Yes.
there's a good such thing as good stress.
Yes. Good
When you
stress.
get stressed, you focus more. A lot of people
Yes.
focus.
It motivates people. You see
Hmm.
a brand new drive off of certain types of stress.
Hmm. Now the problem comes when you have the opposite go the opposite
Hmm.
direction.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's when you start getting confused, when you start getting frustrated, when it starts to disrupt your life.
Yes.
That's when it's a issue where all you want to do is sleep because you don't want to do nothing because you got to make a decision and you don't want to make a decision
Yep.
because
Yep.
whatever because you're
Yep.
stressed.
Hmm.
That's when you got an issue.
Yes. When it's causing you not to be able to function, when you're not
Yes,
living and it's affecting your quality of life.
yes,
That's negative stress. That's the
hmm,
one we're talking about learning to cope with. See,
yeah,
I love the word transmutation. Once I learned transmutation. I've learned so many ways to cope. I just learned them. So when I feel a certain thing, I know how to transmute it into a different feeling. But
Okay.
first, I have to identify it. So if I learned, I feel, because some people don't even know that they're feeling, say, anxious. You have to describe what it kind of feels like, and then they're like, "Oh, that's what
That's
they
what it
feel
is.
like.
Yep.
That's what it is." Once I knew what it was anxiety, then I knew how to counter it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to change the emotion. So for me, one of my peaceful spaces is the beach, hands down.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Hands down, the beach is my favorite spot to be. And I miss home because I grew up on the beach. Okay,
I know, right?
as you know,
People don't
and you did
understand.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, but okay, so if I'm in a I don't have to be near the beach, but because I know the feeling of being on the beach, I know the smells, I know the sounds, I know the feeling of the sand under my toes, I know all these things. The moment I'm feeling overly stressed, then I transmute that feeling into the feeling I feel at the beach. And I actually try to allow myself to have that true experience with my eyes closed, smelling the
Thinking
salt,
about, yeah, man.
and I feel everything begin to settle. Taking those
Yeah,
nice
man.
deep breaths, feeling that sun on your skin, all of that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I need to stop saying man. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Lady.
Well, what do you think about that?
Yeah. Nah, you spot on. Spot on. Spot on. Because I didn't even think about the word transmute. I was just like, just like imagery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and just imagine, use your
Yep.
imagination.
Yep.
Like, cause I do it at night. I do it at night now. The
Okay.
sounds of the ocean.
Yeah.
I go put it on and I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sounds of the ocean with the
Yeah.
birds and all that stuff, and I'm out.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
even just flat out changing the meaning, like what you just described about stress.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to teach people about healthy stress will take that negative connotation off of it so much. Because as soon as we hear the word, we tend to know it. The
No,
body
yep.
kind of even wants to tense up, or I'm so stressed. But you can be stressed and be like, I'm stressed, but I'm rocking this.
Yep.
I'm making this work.
Yep. Yep.
I have a plan to get through, and that makes all the difference in the world when you change the energy behind something and give it a new meaning so it doesn't feel so frustrating. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you already did kind of talk about it.
Mhm.
I was about to beat it over the head. Like just understanding stress and where it comes from.
Yeah.
That's 90% of the battle.
That's
Yeah, that's 90% of the battle. Because once you do that, then you can start to cope, like come up with healthy coping mechanisms.
yes.
And
Yes.
pause, because I've heard it before. Drinking, smoking is not healthy.
It's not a healthy coping mechanism.
No,
You can't make it that no matter how hard you try.
no.
No
Because
matter how hard you try.
I've like in my career, in my family, that's the first thing out of my well. I smoke because I'm stressed. So how do you feel after you finish smoking? I don't never get an answer.
Yeah.
But it take my mind off it. Yeah, at that time,
But
yeah,
then for a brief moment,
because you be high as a kite. But as soon as you come down, what's the first thing you do?
stress.
Try to get some more. Why? Because you
Because
stressed.
you stress. And you haven't dealt with the actual problem.
Same thing with the alcohol, same thing. And shit, what makes it even worse sometimes is when you get high and you do something stupid, you get in trouble for it. Now you more stressed.
Now you
Why?
won't
Because
stress.
why do that stupid shit?
Exactly.
So
Food,
it's like,
overeating.
oh, I think you kind
Overeating is not a good coping
of,
mechanism.
no, it's not.
It's not. Under
It's
no
not. And that's,
circumstances.
and it's sad because I was watching, what's that show with the two black chicks from California?
Hmm.
Oh, 1,000 Pound Roomies. That's what it was. And she and what's her name, Jasmine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how she said. That's how she gained. She said she was always a big girl, but like stress, and she kept eating. Now she was at 400. No, she was at 500 some pounds. No, because she had to lose 150 pounds to get the surgery.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I saw the trailers when it was coming, but I didn't actually. I haven't seen the
Man,
episode yet.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she was a very attractive.
Mhm.
Even for her to, I ain't gonna say for her to be that big because that sounds stupid saying it. But she was a very attractive,
Yeah.
but she knew it because that's how she made her living. That's the
Doing
only thing that
what?
threw me off. Huh?
Doing what?
She was a plus size model,
Oh,
and she had she had OnlyFans, a fans are only. So
I ain't even mad.
but anyway, so that's what causes stuff. And but the thing is about that, the point I was trying to make is
Mhm.
by you overeating, it creates more stress. Because
Yes,
now you overeat and you feel bad because you overate.
because you over.
And then you get to a point where you gain too much weight. Now you feel bad that you overate.
Yep.
You gain all this weight, and what's the first thing you do? Eat some more. It's a
Yep.
cycle. It's the same thing with smoking, same thing with drinking, same thing
All of it.
with sex, same thing with
Yes.
anything that you use as a coping mechanism.
Yes.
And that's why we're here today to help you build positive,
Yes.
feel good coping mechanism.
Yes. And let me say that coping mechanisms are for regulation. It doesn't fix
Yeah,
anything.
say that again.
Coping mechanisms are for regulation. It is not to fix anything. It's for you to practice on a daily basis. It's for you to use over and over again. It's part of your coping mechanism toolbox that you keep handy, your handy dandy coping mechanism
Yep.
toolbox, so that you have techniques to use anywhere you are to help de-stress or help you navigate through your emotions.
Mm-hmm. And there's and it's and I gotta be real with everybody. We have become a negative society, meaning we tend to search out the negative stuff. So what I'm about to say, there is positive ways you can do in your environment,
Yes.
positive things you can do in your environment that can help and be healthy coping mechanisms.
Yes.
Like simple stuff, like colors, soothing colors.
Yeah.
Everything don't have to be red. Everything don't have to be black. Everything don't have to be
Right.
orange. Stuff like that. Try a blue,
Yep.
a green, a
Yep.
prince.
You gonna leave my purple alone.
Yeah, see,
Do
pastel
you
colors.
have any coping mechanisms you want to share? Is there anything that you practice?
You know what I practice? It's like my thing is grounding. Like
Yes.
when I ground, it's like I have to go somewhere where it's like almost like sensory deprivation.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like it'll be like that's why I'm glad I'm where I'm at live now. Is I could just walk out the back door and I'm in nature.
Yeah.
I hear all kinds of animals. I'm still trying to get used to it because before it was my sounds were the highway, cars. So I'll just be walking and listening to that, and like just the sounds of the city would
Yeah.
be soothing.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting used to the sounds of the country.
Yes.
And then I'm starting this, but I got to get used to it. Walking barefoot in grass, and the reason why I say I got to get used to it because there's a whole bunch of critters around here, and I don't want to step in. I don't want to walk in their restroom. You understand?
I understand.
So yeah, but yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one thing I used to do at work, when I was in the military, if I feel myself get stressed, I'll do a breathing technique, and it'll be like it's it go 1, 2, 3. What the hell is bothering me? And then what was the back end? It was 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, I forgot 3, 2, 1. Something. Uh oh, relax your mind, and it is done. That's what it was.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, and I was just like, I had to think about it because I used to do it all the time in my office. And
Yeah.
then I used to do to have the little bell, the what they call it? It's like the bowl, it's a chime. It's on my phone. And like
Oh,
it'll just go off at random times, and that's when you do it.
oh,
So like
yeah.
you'll be sitting there typing away, boom, and then
Yeah.
you'll breathe, take a minute, and then keep
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
It's a nice little reminder.
Yeah. To be in that moment.
Yeah, I was looking for my notes because I forget the name of the type of breathing that I want to mention. I recently
Is
talked
it
where you breathe in for 5, hold for 5, release for 5. It's a
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, but I can't think of the name of the breathing. But most people don't realize when you are feeling stressed or going through some type of emotional issue, you're taking shallow breaths. You're not breathing
Mm-hmm.
as deeply as you need to. Therefore, your organs are not getting
Yep.
enough oxygen.
Yep.
So it's very important when you're feeling stressed to be reminded. Remind yourself. Put a ding on your phone if you need to
Yeah.
remind you once an hour.
Yeah. I let it out.
It slows the heart rate down too. You instantly feel it. Do
I
like
got a
5
funny story
cycles
about
of
that.
that, and you feel like a new person.
I got a funny story about that. So we was teaching that in one of our stress management classes, right?
Mm.
And this person was so into it, right, that they started to stress out because they would they would get to it, they'll be counting, and I was like, shit, is it 4 or 5?
Oh gosh,
And they would get so stressed out, and we were like, just breathe,
just
don't even
breathe.
count, just
Just,
breathe, bro. Like we,
it's like it's not
like,
that serious.
yeah, they be.
A little too high strung there. You
And
might
I'm
need a
like,
different coping mechanism.
he about to hyperventilate, but nah, he finally got it. Once we just told him to breathe, yeah, it finally kicked in. And then another thing too, I used to do with my friends and significant others is the total body relaxation before you go to sleep. So
Yeah.
it's a combination of breathing, but as you breathe, like you breathe in,
Mhm.
breathe out, and say whatever. Start with your head.
Yeah.
Say, my mind is relaxed.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do that 5 times. Then you
Yeah.
go. My neck is relaxed. And you go from head to toe. Or you can go from feet to head. However
Yeah.
you want to do it.
Yeah.
And I used to tell them, if you do that before you go to bed, you'll be asleep.
You be asleep.
It. I think only one person made it like through the whole body.
Yeah. Knocked out.
Yeah.
Knocked. You made me think of body scans. That's what I do with my kids.
Mm.
We'll kind of go head to toe. And
Mm-hmm.
it's because, I have boys, but I want them to always be aware of their body.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are not aware of you've been in pain for how long now? They have something going on and they just didn't know because they're not aware. So we'll do either a guided one, we'll pull up YouTube and put it on TV, and we'll just lay there and just let it talk us through, or we do it ourselves and you just scan through. How does
Mm-hmm.
your head feel right now? Does it feel
Yep.
tight? How does it feel? Does it feel relaxed? Okay, let's move down to your shoulders. And then if you get to a spot in the body, we'll say like my neck feels tight.
Yep.
We stay there for a minute and take deep breaths and almost feel like the oxygen is going to that space, whatever space is bothering you. And so you're just imagining the body relaxing in that area or asking for healing. That's how I pray too. When there's certain parts of my body, I kind of scan through and be like, okay, yeah, I noticed that knee feel a little watery today. Let me pray about that area right there and just keep going through your body and scanning. So now you're aware of when it's different. So if you check in with your body every single day, you can be more aware of when it's different. And that's how you get to cope with things as well. You can cope with stuff with the awareness of stuff. Most people do not have self-awareness, and it's not intentional. It's not that they don't want to. It's just they're in the hustle and bustle of life, and they're taking care of everybody else, not taking care of themselves, and never know what's going on here. And that's why you're so stressed. You haven't taken the time to focus here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Any other ones you can think of? Because I know I can go on and on about coping
I mean,
mechanisms.
it's yeah, shit. Like, you know what? I'm not even gonna make it. I'm not even gonna make it complex. I'm gonna just say, like, when it comes to it, just think about your routine. Most of the time, a lot of our stressors and issues come from being out of order, out of sync, out of.
Yep.
So think about a routine and stick with it. Like, if you are a morning person, get a morning routine together and do it. Be
Yes.
consistent with it, regardless of what happens. Be consistent. Start out your day that way. If you're an evening person, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have a consistent thing,
Yep.
because what that consistency does, it kind of puts the body on autopilot, and so all the other stuff are
Yeah.
just like fall by the wayside. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, so it's kind of like you taking off in a plane or landing, whatever. It's on autopilot. So you
Yes.
just cruising, and all your stress seems to just wither away or wash.
Yes.
So yeah, try to get a routine. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, that's my biggest issue, because of the way we operated in the military. Routine was not routine ended up being, what's the word I'm looking for? Um Complacency.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
routine fed into complacency. So that's what been fed to us. So if you get on a routine, like, again, you get on autopilot.
It's true.
So, but autopilot is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, autopilot is supposed to help you unplug versus
Yes.
always staying on edge.
I agree. I
So yeah,
agree.
and then with your routine, because I know some smart ass is gonna say it. Well, chaos is my routine. No,
No.
you
Chaos
need
is not a routine.
routine that's structured.
Yeah.
You need something where it's to, like, step by step by step, go from A to B to C to D, not A to F to Z back to D
Yeah.
to nah. It
No.
needs to be A B C D. If
Yep.
you get up in the morning, first thing you do, you say your prayers, bam, make up your bed, bam,
Yep.
brush your teeth, bam, take a shower, bam, just like that, and keep it the same way every day.
And you're creating a habit.
Yes.
That creates a habit.
Mm-hmm.
So when the reason you're doing this is because you already lived a stressed out life. Once you have now created your routine, whatever that time of day is, you've now established a new, it's a rewiring of the brain. The brain is now knowing and it gets to predict what we're about to do. And that causes peace in the body. The body likes to know and be prepared. We know life is always going to do what life going to do, right? However, if you can create new habits, healthy habits, and healthy coping, you're actually preparing yourself for an enjoyable time of the day, something to actually know what's about to happen. For once, you have a whole day dealing with people and traffic and children and everything else, and now your body's like, okay, good. Now
Yep.
it's time for me to go do this face routine or take this shower or do whatever it is in the order that I know that I'm gonna do it because I have an
Yep.
expectation so I can have peace and knowing. Period.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Another one, DA, that I have, and I'm about to do a real cheap plug for my book that's going to be published soon. It's called 30 Days to Clarity, Fearlessness, Embodiment, and Self Love. It is a journal. Journaling is a healthy coping mechanism. And so I created it where there's an activity for each day and space for you to write in there. And there's even coloring pages in there for people, adult coloring, just to sit and doodle sometimes. The reason that I love journaling, because you're literally allowing the brain to empty with an action. Your finger moving, doing the writing. Yes, I tell people they can do journal. I like journaling with video journaling. If you're somebody, I don't like writing, my handwriting, whatever. Video journal, but when you're talking, you're still getting it out. You're not keeping the thoughts and the stresses inside. You're allowing them to get out. So it's the same thing with writing inside of a journal or doing a video journal, but get the energy out your body. Get the stressors out. Get the sadness out. Talk about it. We're always going to, promote, go see a therapist, get you a life coach, do your thing. But in the meantime, in between times, and while you're doing that, journal. That writing does all, it makes all the difference in the world. Because now you get to go back and look at your own thoughts. You can see what's bothering you the most. You get to identify with what's bothering you the most,
I
and
didn't
maybe
even think
have
about
a
that.
more subjective look at it versus mulling around here, mulling.
I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Journal's a big one. Just the action of writing helps empty.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
And
even think
there's a
about
term for that too that I can't come up with right now, but yeah.
that. That's interesting. I might have to do that. I might have
Yeah,
to do that.
journaling is a big one. I love it.
Yep. Then also too,
Mhm.
this can be a double-edged sword. If it's like
Uh-oh.
if it's like this, you need to make a change. The thing think about is connecting with people, friends and stuff.
Mhm.
However, if your friends and shit stress you out, you might
Yeah,
want
we
to
want
look
friends.
in the mirror and be like, okay, I need to find somebody else to hang with
Yeah,
because that's not what they're supposed to do.
let me see.
I'm just
Or you
saying.
can't trust them with the stuff that you want to talk to them about.
Ooh,
You need a new circle.
ooh,
Man. You need a new circle. I'm sorry.
mm. She done hit something. Yeah.
They part
If
of the
you feel like
problem.
you can't do that, then it's yeah, you might want to reconsider who your relationships with
Yes.
because that's not good. Because you have to have a support group. You don't
Yes.
have to have a entourage like,
Right.
but you have to have somebody that's gonna be like, bro,
Mhm.
like,
Yes.
hey, Shaw, check this out.
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It can tell you when you're tripping. You need to be
yeah.
able to hear somebody who
And
can
I
be
want to be
real with
tripping.
you.
Sit down, and listen to you,
Yeah.
let you vent without trying to, man. And I think, and this is, I'm finna go on another soapbox. I think this is where a lot of celebrities have issues because once you get to a certain status, it gets hard for you to know who's there for you,
That's
who's
true.
not,
Who your true friends
especially
are.
when you're surrounded by a bunch of people who are just on it for
Mhm.
the money train. Let's keep it real.
Hotel riding.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that right there is a very lonely position, and I'm saying
Mhm.
this because thinking back, I was reflecting over my life and things that went left that could possibly went right.
Mhm.
And one of the things was the fact that I walked away from potentially being in the NFL for some consecutive years. And
Uh,
I was like, damn, I really did that. But then I had to think back to the time I was at, and the year prior to that, prior to me, no, 2 years prior to me going, my best friend went, and I saw how folks who really didn't fuck with him all of a sudden, oh, they running around like they homeboys, and I'm just like, hmm,
see.
and like just start noticing stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
watching how now, especially now, a lot of these celebrities are getting in trouble behind stupid shit when they surrounded by people.
Yes.
And I'm just like, are
Yeah.
you really a friend, or
Yep.
are
Yes.
you like what's really going on?
Definitely got to pay attention to who's around you.
Yeah,
Yep. Because part of
So
your
if
stress might be them.
yeah, so that's what I'm gonna say. So if that's the case, then you have to be honest with yourself and like, yo, you stressing me out. You are draining me, and you
Yes.
don't have to be a celebrity. I know people who hung around folks that like when they call, oh, they jump up, go do whatever, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But the minute they try to reciprocate, Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my life. And I'm just like, hey,
Right.
we rethink that relationship because
Rethink that relationship. Oh my
it
God.
seems like it's one sided.
Yep. Yep. Mhm.
So, but if you have somebody, your ride or die, reach out to them. Just talk. You don't have to, you'll be surprised how much just talking can
Yeah.
ease stress. Because you don't have to talk about what's going on. You don't have to talk about life experiences, stuff like that. You just bullshit.
Yes.
Like me and one of my friends now, my used to be my neighbor. We talk about bullshit. We talk about sport. Talk about people,
Yep.
and it's just like just to
Just
get it
talking.
off our chest,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just
Yes.
to blow off some steam.
Yep. And then connection is a form of de-stressing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy connections is a form of de-stressing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with the territory.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
having pets too.
Yes. 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 Even though some people, oh, they're stressful. Nah, pets. And the thing is, I'm gonna take it back to grieving.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever watched a pet, either with the owner or with their close companion when they pass away, watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Watch them. They grieve just
They
like
do.
people grieve.
Yes.
They may not be. They may not get up and like. Case in point, my other cane corso Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
He had a little buddy, a little toy poodle named Jersey. It was like this, like this. Jersey left. Jersey
Mm-hmm.
went with his mom. Hercules wasn't the same.
Yep.
He didn't have that pep in his step.
Yep.
And I honestly think that's what started his downfall with him when he got sick because he didn't have that partner to run around. I mean, they got on each other's nerves. They got on each other's nerves, but yeah. And the same thing, you see it time and time again on social media where the owner passed away
Yes.
and the dog was like, "What the fuck? Nah,
Yes.
I'm going where he going."
Yep. Absolutely. That's what my husband passed away. The cat.
Yeah.
Like she started sitting right by the door waiting for him to come in.
Mm-hmm.
And she just would lay there. And I could tell she was just miserable. Over time she's gotten better, but I saw for at least that first year that she sat there like.
And they will sit there. Yep. And I learned just doing the research is the reason why it's like that. They're searching for that scent. It's not you're feeling that scent.
The scent. Mm-hmm.
And like after time, it goes away, and they're like sitting by the door, like, okay, it's gonna come through this door again sometime. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the same thing. But pets are
yes, pets are.
They force you. They force you to smile. They force you to laugh.
Cuddle.
Yeah.
Rub them.
Regardless of how you feel, you can be mad at the world. As long as you don't hit your pet, you can be mad at the world. They're gonna sit there like, I don't care about all that.
All that.
Touch me.
Yes, touch me. Throw this ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You mad at the world? You ain't mad at me. Touch me. God
damn
it.
Yes. And one last coping mechanism I want to talk about before we get off here tonight is limiting what you see on social media.
Oh, I want to go there. That's why I had that. You
right there.
You that social media plug. Yeah, you keep that. Yeah.
Be mindful of what your ear gates and eye gates are taking in. This shit can be hella stressful if you go down the wrong rabbit hole. It'll have you worrying about stuff that may never even affect you.
Like now, with everything that's going on in politics.
I can't get caught up in it. I can't. I look at it for the purpose of having knowledge, and then I detach. That's it. I know how much I'm going to take in, and then I'm done. Because if you stay in that loop too long, every time somebody mentions that man's name or anything that they're doing out here,
blow it up. Yeah.
it's gonna just set me off, and I don't feel like being set off.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up, and it's just not. It has nothing. And before anybody say anything and try to cancel somebody, it has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with him. He is just the catalyst of it. It's everything else behind it, the back and forth, the all the negativity towards each other, all
Each
this
other, all of it.
silly shit for no reason. And social media has given people platforms who before would never have a platform. I
Right.
shouldn't say platform, have a voice.
Yeah.
Who never would have a voice before. So,
Yes.
yeah.
And I'm referring to like even local news and things that are
Yeah.
going on, the shootings. I know people who would just that's all they would find. When you go looking for, like my homegirl say, we go looking for a fish, you're
You
gonna
gonna
catch
find it.
one.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's too much over time. I have a friend who lost her son to violence, but now all she watches is this kind of stuff. I'm like, you might
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to just pull up a little bit so it's not overwhelming you. You're not feeling so stressed and so heartbroken all of the time. I'm not saying you can't pay
Right.
attention to these things, but you have to limit how much you're
You have
taking
to.
in.
Yeah.
You have to.
Most of the time when you see me on the phone, I'm looking up how to do something
Yep.
or I'm playing a game.
Yep. I got my games on my phone.
Yeah, I'm playing a game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's it. And like another thing too, like I want to say before we get off too,
Mm-hmm.
our coping mechanism. If all else fails, get help.
Get
Seek
help.
help.
Yes.
Do not be afraid to seek help.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Get the help. As a life coach, DA, me and DA. That's what we're here for. That's the work that we do anyway, to help support people in their journey. But if you need to go to a licensed therapist, you look up one for your state. Do what you need to do to get the help. Do not sit in that by yourself. If it's that hard, because sometimes it's hard to even get to coping mechanisms if you're in too deep of a depression or anxious state. It really can be difficult. But these are things that we want to share with you all as tools to first understand it's okay to go through stress. It's okay to grieve. It's okay. It's normal. This is part of the life experience. Don't let nobody make you feel any other way. And as you normalize these emotions, find ways to cope with them in the healthiest way possible.
Yep.
That's all.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So you want to tie us up for the night, DA? Put a bow around that bitch.
All right. So we did. So we talked about coping mechanisms. All right. Again, these are not all of them. There's so many things, so many positive coping mechanisms out there that you can do. Whatever makes you feel good, that is positive, i.e., that is not detrimental to your health or your mind, do it.
Yes.
Do it. If you need to take a walk, walk.
Yes.
You need to work out, work out. Do it. Do it. Because at the end of the day, there's only one you. There's only one you.
You heard that.
Yeah.
You heard that. All right, y'all. Like we said, make sure you are clicking that share button. Make sure you're clicking like. Make sure you're hitting subscribe. And make sure you're turning on those notifications so you'll know when we go live next.
Yeah, buddy.
So we good, DA?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, y'all. Well, in the words of my brilliant brother over here, peace.